YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Yanni back at you with another one, guys. Today we're gonna be doing a burst fade. Let's not waste no time, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, here I'm coming in with my Stylecraft Rebel clippers with my 1.5 guard all the way open, and I'm debulking some of the hair on the side. I should have duck clipped the hair up, that way I can see exactly what I'm working with, but we'll do that next. Alright guys, here I'm coming in with my comb, parting the hair from the top to the sides to give ourselves a clean canvas to work with, followed by our duck clips in order to hold this hair up. Alright guys, to kick off this fade, I'm coming in with my Gamma Evo trimmers and I'm setting in my bald guideline. I am setting this line in kind of like a rainbow-like shape, following the curvature of his head, starting from the C cup, following it all the way to the back of the neck. Debulking all of the hair underneath. And remember guys, this guideline is the most important guideline of the haircut, since it is the line that you will be following for the rest of the haircut. So try to set this in as neatly as possible. Alright guys, here I'm coming in with my Stylecraft Uno shaver and I'm balding everything out. Alright guys, first step, I'm coming in with my Fabulous Custom FX clippers, coming in with no guard, all the way open, setting in my first guideline, following that bald guideline all the way around. Next, I'm coming in with my number 1 guard, all the way open, and I'm setting in my next guideline right above my last guideline, following that guideline all the way around. And guys, for this haircut, I'm going to be stacking guards, so here I'm coming with my number 2 guard all the way open, using the comb to kind of flick out and control how much hair I'm cutting, because when you get to that longer hair, you don't want to set in too much of like a harsh guideline and make it hard for yourself to blend that out. Alright guys, next I'm coming in with my number 3 guard all the way open, and I'm going up right above my last guideline, flicking out, combing the hair down, following the same steps as we did with the last guard, trying not to set in too much of a harsh guideline. Alright guys, to kick the fade off, I'm coming in with my clipper all the way closed. I'm going to attack that bottom line, open it up 1 notch, move up on that guideline, open it up another notch, moving up a little bit more on that guideline until this guideline is fully blended out. And guys, I got a video dropping of the blade that I use on my custom FX. It's a very amazing combo and I love to share it with you guys, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, next I'm coming in with my number 1 guard all the way closed, and pretty much what I'm doing here is just softening up that line in order to make it easier for me to come back with my half guard and blend that out. Alright guys, here I'm coming in with my half guard. It is all the way closed and I'm attacking that line. Here's pretty much preference. If you like to play it a little safe, you could come in with the clipper all the way open and close it as needed until this guideline is fully blended out. But for me, I like to come in all the way closed and open it up. And remember, if the half guard doesn't take out this line completely, you could come back with the no guard blade all the way open, using the corners to flick out any dark spots or imperfections that you see that the half guard couldn't take out. Remember to use your corners as much as possible, that way you don't set in any harsh guidelines and have to push the fade up. Here guys, I'm coming in with my 1.5 guard. It's all the way closed and I'm attacking that dark area that was set in with my number 2 guard. And keep in mind that this 1.5 guard isn't always gonna fully blend this line out, so you might have to come back with your 1 guard and flick the rest of this line out. And that's what you see me doing here. I'm coming in with my number 1 guard all the way open using my Stylecraft Rebels, since it does have the stretch bracket and it opens up a little bit more, so I like to use this clipper to blend in between those guidelines. So that's why you see me here using a lot of corner work, because I don't want to set in another guideline and make it more difficult for me to fade this out or have to push the fade up any higher. Your corners are your best friends when fading. It's a nice combination and mixture of the full blade and corners depending on which area you're fading, so keep that in mind. Alright guys, here I'm using my clipper over comb technique, debulking some of that hair on the top, blending it down to that number 3 that I used. I did use my thinning shears, but for some reason my camera didn't record it, but I did come back with my thinning shears in order to fully blend the top out. Here you see me coming in with my number 3 guard, because I see some dark spots in the fade, and I'm just trying to lighten those things up. You could call this detail work. Sometimes I do my detail work at the end, sometimes I do it as a go. It just all depends. My number 3 guard didn't fully take out some of those dark spots, so that's why you see me coming in with my number 2 guard here and trying to blend out some of those dark spots or imperfections that I see in the fade. Guys, for this side we're gonna follow the same steps that we did on the other side. I'm just gonna let you guys see how this came together. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Guys, now that we're gonna cut the scissors and I'm cutting about say a 1/4 inch off of the top. That way we could blend the sides to the top. Once that hair is cut, I'm gonna redirect some more hair from the top over to the sides, trying to keep the front or the fringe out of it because I don't want to cut it. He did want it a little bit longer, so that's why you see me really not cutting too much of the fringe off. And we're gonna follow the same step on the other side, redirecting that hair from the top over to the sides and cutting it with our scissors in order to make it blend together. He did want about a 1/4 inch off the top, so that's what you see me doing here. Cross-checking, going through all of the hair, making sure that it's all even. I tried to keep the curls in the front, so that's why I left it a little bit dry in order to be able to try to keep some of those curls in there. Here I'm coming in with my number 4 guard and I'm just blending out some of the hair that I see. Alright guys, to kick off the lineup, as you see me, I am parting the hair from the front to do a front taper type of look, coming in with my 1 guard all the way open, debulking that hair on the hairline. That will set us up to come behind that with our trimmers. Here I'm using my Babyliss Patty Cuts Edition trimmers and I'm attacking that front line, following it all the way through. Here I'm coming in and I'm attacking those C-cups followed by the vertical bars. Trying to keep this lineup as natural as possible. That way when the regrowth comes back, it doesn't look that horrible. Attacking the C-cup on this side. Doing your C-cups is really preference to you. I just like to keep it as natural as possible. Attacking the vertical bars. Some of the hairs I comb them or brush them towards the front of the line in order to get those hairs. Here you see me coming, attacking the back. We're gonna round out the back. A lot of these haircuts, usually they like to do a V or either round it. He wanted it rounded, so that's what we're doing here. We're just gonna round out the back. Alright guys, here I'm coming in with my Tomb 45 triple cartridge razor, stretching the skin 45-degree angle and making these lines just a little bit sharper. Attacking some of those excess hairs that were hanging over in order to make this line up as sharp as possible. Alright guys, here you see me blow drying the hair. This is a mistake that I made since my diffuser is currently broken and I'm awaiting a new one. I had to use my regular comb on my hair dryer, and that's the mistake that I made because I ended up taking away the curls from his hair. I mean, his hair is naturally curly, so it will curl back throughout the days, but it didn't give me my desired look that I wanted with the curls on top by not using the diffuser. Here you see me using my thinning shears because I seen a little bit of bulk that I didn't like, so I'm just coming up and doing some final touches in order to bring this haircut together. Little bit of detail work, and that's gonna bring our haircut to a completion. Alright guys, here's how my boy came in. Needed a little bit of help. Here's the before, and here's the after. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me, did you like the cut? Did you learn anything? Could I have done anything better? Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for showing your boy some love. I hope you really enjoyed the video. It's your boy Yanni, and we signing out. Hey.